Hey guys!
Hey guys!
Big news, special night. We are here and so glad to have all of you here. Right now we have about 27 people. I'm sure that number is going to grow.
Always does.
Just
Always
like the
does.
number today. What do we have to celebrate?
I don't know. What do we have to celebrate?
Because of all of you, and of course because of your hard work, Tom's hard work, my hard work, and everybody else, we have hit 200,000 subscribers. Good job. Good job. And good job to all of you. Thank you so much for all your support, tuning in every single day.
Well, and I know a lot of you were just as excited about watching this channel grow as we have been.
Yeah.
Maybe even more excited.
Well, that's been the best part of it, is that I really wanted this whole thing to be an experience where you guys are part of it. You know, you take ownership in the channel and be able to watch it grow with us and celebrate every single moment along the way. And it just keeps getting better and better.
It really does. I mean, isn't that what you loved about teaching when you were a teacher? It's just keeping the students involved and just being engaged.
Yeah, you know, it was one of those things where my classroom was not about being a dictator. Maybe some of my students would say that.
They might argue if they're watching.
But it really was like, you know, I tried to do things that I knew they would be interested in. And that's what has led to this whole channel, I think, being so successful, is doing things that I know that everybody wants. How
surprised are you that we're at 200,000 subscribers in such a short amount of time?
I'll be honest with you. You know, it's been about 2.5 years since we started the channel.
Sometimes it feels like 2.5 months.
It feels like 2.5 months. Yes, it does go by very fast. But you know, it's interesting to see that it took us about 7 months to go from 100,000 to 200,000.
Oh my gosh, guys, it's so fun because every once in a while, you know how Facebook gives you those reminders of this time last year?
Sure, yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll get a notification about some of the things that we were doing a year ago or 2 years ago. And when we were trying so hard to get to 1,000
I know, we were trying so hard.
And it just, the fact that we're here now, it's like, wow, did you, 2 years ago, if I had said to you, 6 months in, hey, honey, I predict that in 2 years you're going to be at 200,000 subscribers, what would you say?
I didn't believe it. I said you'd be nuts.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
I'm pretty sure he did say that.
Yes, that's what I would say, yes.
So I agree. It does need 1 million subs.
Yes, definitely. And look at this. We're already up to 115 people watching live around the whole world.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yes,
we have a lot to talk about.
A lot to talk about.
I got a list.
Yes.
Like, this is 2 pages. So.
Lori is officially the production manager of Rady's Rides.
Oh, yes.
Along with everything else, videographer, and just putting up with me from time to time.
I've been secretly doing it for a while now. He just finally has
acknowledged it now. Yeah, I just give it in. But so she's really been keeping me on track, and we have a great night planned out for the next hour or so with a lot of stuff.
We do. And in talking about this 200,000 subscriber celebration, which we couldn't do without all of you, what do we have planned?
So if you go to Facebook right now, we have launched an event page. We are having another event at Walker Ford in Clearwater, Florida. It is going to be on April 4th, which is a Saturday night from 6 to 9. I know many of you don't live in the area, and I understand that, and we're going to do live feed and everything else.
Well, we've got a special treat for those guys.
But we do,
but
yes.
Before we get to that, what are we doing? I would love for you to tell them what we're doing a little differently this year at the event.
So one thing at Walker Ford. Oh, Benji. We got our first Super Chat of the night, the 200K celebration Super Chat. Benji. Benji says, hi, buddy. Congratulations on the 200K. Can't wait to see what else is sort. Definitely, Benji.
Oh, my gosh, so much.
Benji works at Walker Ford. He's one of the great people that work there, and he has been behind this since the first time we stepped in.
Yeah,
huge.
Big fan. Thank you so much, Benji.
And remember, if you want a comment or a question to be answered or anything like that, use the Super Chat feature. We appreciate it, and it's just going to feed into our travel fund and everything else that we have planned for the rest of the year.
It does. And, you know, Benji, by the way, also has an Instagram page. He takes a ton of photos. He always takes great photos of our events.
Photos.
So focus photos on Instagram.
Definitely check that out. But basically what we're going to do different this year is we're having a couple food eating competitions.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do tell.
So at the
your plan is
at the Rady's Rides 200K celebration at Walker Ford, we're going to have a Twinkie eating contest. Oh, Andrew. Yes. You will get a ride in that Heritage Edition,
I think
man.
there's going to be a long line at the front door of people waiting.
I think I'm going to have to give rides.
Yes, $1 a ride.
That's right. But Andrew's a great supporter, been here for so long. He actually was the one to let me borrow his Shelby GT350.
It's all Andrew's
for 4
fault.
days. It is all his fault. No, I loved it before that, but yeah. So we're going to have, and I know Andrew's going to be at the 200K celebration.
He might want to actually try
April
this
4th. Yes. Andrew, you might want to get in on this, but we're going to have a Twinkie eating competition. We're also going to have a Slim Jim eating competition.
It's a snap into a Slim Jim.
Yeah, snap into a Slim Jim.
Where you're going to have greasy hands and try to open up Slim Jims.
Yes, it's going to be a ton of fun, and we're going to broadcast this live from Walker Ford.
And all the giveaways that you guys have been there before. We're going to do tons of giveaways.
Yeah, a ton of giveaways.
The food,
the whole 9 yards. Now, for those of you who are saying, hey, what about us that can't make it? Well, obviously, like I said, we're going to do live. And thank you again, Andrew, for your awesome support, man. I think you need to get a Shelby GT500 now. You had the GT350. You need to get to it.
He may need to get back to that.
Yes. So what we're going to do for you guys is we have an awesome 200K giveaway in store for you. So what I want to do is I want to try to get more people to win. I want to, say thank you and try to give away as much stuff as I can. So what we're going to do is I want to give away. Am I allowed to say the giveaway things now?
You sure can.
So what I want to do is that we're going to give away a plethora, cornucopia.
Ooh, a cornucopia?
Not a cornucopia, but a cornucopia of different things.
Oh, yeah, because who wants a cornucopia?
One thing I always want to make sure to give away at every single celebration is I want to give away a GoPro. And the reason why I want to do that is that I want to try to help somebody out who maybe is trying to start their own channel. Oh, thank you, Torres. Thank you. Torres is definitely predicting 300K.
Torres, I'm predicting 400.
She's up in you, Torres.
400 by the end of the year.
Lori says 400K by the end of the year, 400,000 subscribers.
We'll see.
But he says, congratulations on 200K. I was just watching your videos before I came to this live.
That's awesome.
We're happy to have you, and thank you for that super chat. And I promise you'll see at the end, near the end of this video, when we're talking about upcoming trips, you're going to be blown away where we're going, and we want to come out to meet you guys.
Yes.
That's another important thing.
But
anyways, back to the giveaway. So we're definitely giving away a GoPro. I want to help those out who are trying to start their own channel. Another thing that I want to give away is some Chemical Guys car care products. Oh, thank you. Toronto Racing.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that.
If you don't follow Toronto Racing on Instagram, they have amazing content. So you guys have to check them out.
Him and his wife, he's got a Challenger that he's done a bunch of work to. He's been racing it and stuff. So definitely check out his channel, Toronto Racing.
Smoking Lizard.
Thank you.
Smoking Lizard. Congrats, Joe and Mrs. Rady's Rides. I can go by that nickname.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome milestone. We need more Twinkies.
But please subscribe to Toronto Racing. He has started his own car channel. Not so much a review channel, but basically following his build of his Challenger, putting a lot of great work.
Thank you so much, Alva. Thank you so much, Jaden. You guys, I'm going to come back to your.
Yeah, we're going to come right back. But definitely follow Toronto Racing on YouTube and on Instagram. And thank you so much.
Worthwhile content. Both him and his wife.
Yeah, him and his wife Ashley are so great.
I think he actually is giving away something right now. It's the front splitter.
I think maybe he is for the challenge. Yes. So the next person that super chatted was Smoking Lizard. Thank you so much for doing that. Yeah, definitely. I know. Smoke him if you got him,
right?
That's
right, yeah.
He says, congrats, Joe and Mrs. Rady's Rides. Awesome milestone. We need more Twinkies. Yes, definitely. More Twinkies are coming. Jaden says, what made you a car enthusiast? Jaden, thank you for the super chat. Let me answer your question. Mm-hmm. It was going all the way back to growing up at my dad's shop. I used to go to work with my dad every single Saturday. And really got
How old were you?
I started going to his shop when I was probably about 7 years old. Wow. And I would dump trash, pick up aluminum cans and go recycle them and things like that.
And how old were you when he took you to your first race?
When he took me to our first he took me when I was younger, and it scared the hell out of me. Yeah, I remember I was like around 5 or 6 years old going to a drag race, and I literally was in tears. But my first race that I had such a really memorable experience with Sebring, 1983.
Wow.
Loved it. And that's what really just got me into. That's why I like variety of cars, because during that race there's a variety. So thank you, Jaden, for the super chat. And that's where I became a car enthusiast. It's not just about reading stats in a magazine. I breathe it. I live it.
It's the
I love it. Yes, I love it. Alva, thank you so much. Mid to late March on the 2020 Leadfoot Shelby Baja. So we have a subscriber, Alva. He has an ordering for an actual Leadfoot gray Shelby Baja Raptor, which I actually reviewed one of those here on Rady's Rides.
I'm so jealous. When do I get to take a ride in that, Alva?
Yes.
Yes.
That's right.
We're going to have to figure that out.
Did we get another super chat?
We did. Let me scroll down.
Scroll a little bit. Shatanko, thank you so much. Shatanko is actually one of my old students from when I first started teaching. I think my first or second year, 2001, 2002, maybe 2003 was when I had him in class. But Shatanko, such a great guy and everything.
And now we just got one from
Jaden. Jaden again.
Yes.
Thank you, Jaden, for the super chat. We're going to get back to our plan. I promise. We have an itinerary.
We do.
But Jaden has a great question. Coolest car when you were in high school?
Oh, gosh.
Now, the coolest car at the time, like dream car, would have been like a Toyota Supra. The Mark IV Toyota Supra would have been a Mazda RX-7. The Fox body Mustangs were cool.
Mitsubishi 3000 GT. That's what
that's what she wanted. Yeah. So that's definitely. I had a Pontiac Firebird. That was my first car. Then I bought my Corvette when I was 17. When I was a junior in high school. Bought it all myself.
Which there is a video.
Yes, there is a video.
If
you're ever wondering, oh my God, the super chats are awesome tonight. You guys are great. This is awesome. Thank you, Trail Shredder.
Florida.
Yes, congratulations, and that's really nice of you to say. And we just love sharing our passion. There's plans. I promise you, Lori's going to get in front of the camera some more. We have some big news coming May, June. That's going to blow your mind. So get ready for that. But we're going to get Lori. I'm sure you've seen the Seltos. I know it's on the list.
Oh, yeah, the Seltos. We are going to talk about that.
So Lori was on that one. So we'll come back around. But thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
Andrew, Jaden, Tarada, Race, and Brian. You're really awesome. Thank you for doing that. Benji, of course, Shatanko. Thank you, man. Alva and Smoking Lizard. Really, really nice. And, of course, Torres. Thank you so much for all of that. We really appreciate that. And Andrew. And, of course, Benji. But all that goes back into the channel. I promise you.
Every penny of it.
So giveaways come out of the fund. So the money you guys are super chatting, that's going to help me get the giveaway prizes and whatnot. So,
so
GoPro. I hope you guys like detailing your cars. I love detailing my own car. One type of company that I love their products are the chemical guys.
Yep.
So I'm going to get those buckets that are loaded with stuff, all the good stuff. And those are going to be giveaways.
Okay.
Another thing I wanted to do is,
wow,
Donald, that's too nice of you, man. Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
We really appreciate it.
We're definitely getting to the Detroit show.
Yes. For sure we're getting to Detroit. And it's new this year. It's in the summertime.
So we actually get to enjoy your beautiful city because we did not last time.
But thank you, Donald. Donald, let me tell you right now, I enjoy reading your comments. You know that I told you that. Going back and forth, you have some great history through your years being a car enthusiast, and I really appreciate you sharing that with me, and I really appreciate that super chat.
And you guys that are joining us now.
Jay Patel's here.
Jay Patel. Here, unofficial president.
That's right.
But if you want any of your comments seen, if you super chat us, we will definitely stop what we're talking about and respond. So just keep that in mind. Otherwise, we're just going to do our best.
So we got GoPros we're going to give away. We're giving away the chemical guys, buckets. I want to, somebody gave me Steve over at Nissan. So we went and did a media event for the new Sentra, and there's this awesome PR guy. Maybe he's watching. Steve, thank you so much for inviting us.
Great guy.
He wound up giving me one of these Lego sets, and
he and Tony from Prestige.
I loved the whole idea of it. So what I want to do is these Lego sets they're so amazing. They're so killer. And there's so many of them. So I want to go and I'm going to get a bunch of them. And those are going to be part of the raffle. So in the giveaway.
Several of you are going to win these.
We're going to have a ton of those. Oh, thank you, Laszlo. Thank you, Laszlo. Thank you
so much. Congrats. Keep up the good work and content. I would love to start doing car reviews one day or something related. Great idea.
Listen, one day could be right now. Don't wait for one day. I'm telling you that right now from living experience.
Yeah, do it.
So we're going to have a ton of these Lego sets, and some of them are awesome. Almost all of them are awesome.
Well, they are awesome.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of a big fan of these.
I love them.
Why don't you tell everybody about what you have in the garage hanging on the walls? That's basically
so I showed some of you guys when we did a live. I think it was around the holidays. I love Hot Wheels. I got out of it for a while. but then got back into it, and I actually have them mounted all over the walls of the garage.
It's actually really cool. It's fun to stop and look at.
Yeah, obviously you could imagine my garage is a car guy's garage. I mean, or car girl's garage.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
And we have one more giveaway. Just one.
We're gonna have
a very special person.
For a very special person, we're going to be giving away a box of Twinkies.
A box of Twinkies.
And I will autograph that. I will autograph that and send it to you.
Cover with Rainey's Right stickers on the way to you. Yes.
So now here, if you're wondering, well, giveaways, how do I take advantage of GoPros and all this stuff?
Yeah.
Lori's going to fill you in. So listen up.
Okay, here's how you get signed up for the giveaways. Go to radiesrides.com. Now let me spell that.
Makes sense.
RAITIS.
No apostrophe.
Rides.com. That's our website. Radiesrides.com.
That's our website.
Then you're going to go to the contact page. If you're on a desktop, it's going to be really easy. You'll see contact at the top of your screen.
Well,
if you're on your phone, on the top right corner, you're just going to click the hamburger menu, and then you'll select contact. There on the contact page, you're just going to enter in your name, your email. In the body, just write 200K giveaway, and then click the I agree box, and then hit submit. It is important that you click that I agree box.
Why is that?
Well, because we are working on something that we think you're going to enjoy.
So, I'm sorry, I just cut you off.
That's okay. A blog and a newsletter.
So, Lori, one of the things that Lori wants to help, grow with the channel, and I totally am for it, is a newsletter.
Christian!
Oh, thank you, Christian.
Oh, that is really
That's
cool.
really cool. Yeah, how the heck? That's really cool. Thank you, Christian.
Thank you.
So, one thing that Lori is really good at is writing. And she's so creative, and the way she strings words together just blows my mind. She wants to let you guys know what's going on each and every month, where we're going to be, what are we working on. So we're going to have a Radies Rides email newsletter that we're going to send out. We're not trying to sell you anything or anything like that. So no, it's just purely informational. Because here's the challenge. You would think with all this great technology, everybody always knows when I post something on Radies Rides Facebook or Instagram or the community page on YouTube, everybody sees it.
Yep.
There were still people that were contacting me saying, you were in the Chicago area for the auto show? They didn't even know.
I know.
So by doing this, we're going to build that fan base for the newsletter. Oh, thank you, Alec.
Thanks,
that's really
Alec.
nice. So Alex says, least I could do. Really enjoy all the details you go into during the reviews. Been trying to buy a brand new car, and your views have
does
well. Thank you, Alec. That's very, very nice of you to say and to do, and I'm glad I could share that. But please, if you want to enter for the 200K
giveaway, radiesrides.com. Contact, name, email, 200K. I agree. Submit. You need to do this by March 31st.
March 31st. Samuel, oh, thank you, man. So
thank you, Samuel.
We got a super chat from Samuel. Your videos helped him immensely when deciding on my latest purchase, a 2020 GT86 GT. Very good. 6-speed manual. I know you like that. Neptune Blue.
Oh, I
love that color. She loves that color.
Oh, I love that.
That's that makes sense. And I can understand with your S2000 being a convertible, having that coupe makes it a lot more secure.
Oh, yeah.
I want to just go back once again, Donald. Thank you, sir, for that very nice, generous super chat.
And I don't know, did we see Ricardo's come through? That's really weird.
Oh, Ricardo.
We didn't even see that. Through. That's so strange.
Ricardo, thank you. Ricardo says, congrats on 200K. Been here since the beginning. And that's amazing. Thank you for seeing it grow.
Ricardo can attest. I mean, how it's just been such a wild ride. We started out doing guerrilla filming and with an AirPod and everything else, and now there's so many amazing things.
We're working with 45 different dealerships, all these different locations, the OEMs.
Finally, the OEMs are bringing us out to
now, one thing that you're probably asking yourself is, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to radiesrides.com, follow Lori's directions.
Under 200K.
How do I know if I win?
Right.
What we're going to do is we're going to have another live Q&A.
On March 26th.
On March 26th. We'll tell you. But March 26th, we're going to have another live Q&A. And what we're going to do is we're going to enter in all the names online into one of those, what would you call it?
Like a
randomizer. And it's going to spit out winners.
We'll show it to you while we're
so you know it's legit. Well, I'm not trying to scam anybody or fool anybody. And I'm not just picking my favorite people.
No, we are going to show you, and it's just going to randomly pick 12 people, 12 winners. So it's going to be worth your time just to go to Radies Rides. And here's the other thing I'll say. Even if you don't want to play and you're like, hey, but I want the newsletter, go ahead and just Send your name in there and sign up now.
And that's something, like I said, Lori's going to be putting that newsletter together, and it's going to be something for us to share photos of things that we're doing, also all the events that we're going to.
And we'll start doing the newsletter probably after the summer.
And when do they have to have their submission in by?
March 26th.
Okay.
And the reason is because we're doing our next live Q&A on March 26th.
And I will warn you, listen, I was a high school teacher for 18 years. I had to remind my students every day to study or turn in their homework. So I will remind you guys.
But go do it now, so that way you don't forget.
No, don't do it right now. We're on the live Q&A.
That's true, I guess.
We got 180 people watching.
People can multitask.
No.
All right,
don't do that. Stay focused. All right, what do we got next?
Okay, so now we are going to talk about the Chicago Auto Show, the hits and the zones.
Well, first.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's all right, but this is why you wrote it. This is why we wrote it down.
My own writing, and I just
That's all right.
over
it's okay.
It's just so sad.
I love it.
I can't believe
it's
I
okay.
did that.
So we had our second Radies Rides meet and greet. So when we were out in LA, we had a meet and greet. We had a decent amount of people. We got another super chat. Lewis, thank you so much for that.
Oh, thank you so
for your
much.
generosity, your support. And Lewis is always there each and every video.
Oh gosh,
we got another one.
I see it. I was going the wrong way.
Lewis is always there.
Wow, Mr. JL.
Mr. J, thank you. Congrats, guys. Glad I have been following. I'm glad you've been following. Thank you so much.
And
Chad Rod. Oh, Chad.
Chad wants a signed box of Twinkies.
I know.
Like, that's the prize right there.
If I remember correctly, Chad is the one that was at the Chicago Auto Show that took a photo posing with the Harley Davidson F-150.
Oh my gosh, love that.
Wearing the shirt. Remember that?
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, that was such a great photo.
So
love that truck.
Going back to Chicago Auto Show, we had our second meet and greet. We had a little over, 40, 50 people show up over the whole time that we were there.
There were so many folks that we stopped counting after 30
Yeah.
It was so cool.
It was so humbling.
And some of you we didn't even get the chance to meet because, maybe coming a day later.
You came after or before.
Benji.
Oh, Benji. Sorry to interrupt. Someone asked about Zonk merch. It won't let me put the website in. But you can't put it in on here. They don't let you put the website.
Okay. Oh, get the Zonk merch.
To get Zonk merch, you go to Spreadshirt. In every single description of every video, the link is there.
I have an easier way too. So you go to YouTube, right? Those videos in the description.
Go over
to. Just said.
Yes.
But you could also, while you're on the radiesrides.com.
I like the way you're holding my arm. It's like it.
While you're on the radiesrides.com website, there's a link right there. It says shop. So you know how you're going up to go to contact? Then you can contact us and enter for the giveaway. You can also click shop, and that will take you right to the Spreadshirt page directly. And we have some awesome Zonk.
Yeah, she's developed some beautiful Zonk
thanks, Benji.
merch and stuff. So thank you, Benji, for doing that. Thank you, Lewis. And thank you, Jaden. Best cars on YouTube, Radies Rides and Doug DeMello. Thank you.
Totally agree. Yeah.
Eric. Oh my God, Eric. Eric,
thank you so much.
You're so supportive, man. Congrats on 200K, and you deserve so many more. Can't wait till that 350R gets delivered. I'm so proud to be with you since the beginning. Thank you for believing in us, Eric. And it's really an awesome journey. Keeps getting better and better. It really does. This is amazing to be able to share it with you. But we had, like I said, we stopped counting over 30 people. Yeah. We had like 40, 50 people show up.
It was amazing. There was a line, guys. It was so
It was
crazy.
awesome. It was so humbling.
I almost was speechless.
Yeah. It was. And Jay Patel came out, Matt.
It was so cool.
Henry, so many great people came out. It was a really wonderful thing. So that was the first thing from Chicago. Now we're going to talk about what are our hits and our zonks, and we each have our own. So ladies first.
I'm going to keep mine short because we got a lot to talk about.
Yes, we have a lot to talk about. And thank you, Eric. Thank you, Donald. Thank you, Lewis. You guys are so generous, and we appreciate it all.
So much. Yes. We really do. All right, so my hits.
Yes.
I was really impressed with the Jeep Mojave.
Okay.
The Desert Racer. It was just so badass.
Yeah, it was big. Yeah. I felt like you almost were afraid to say that.
I did.
I know you whispered.
Are you allowed to say that on?
Well, we don't want to say it too much.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to become one of those channels.
Yeah, that's true. The other one was also in that sort of ranking.
Sure.
The Nissan Baja Racer.
Yeah, that Frontier with the Titan motor with the turbocharger and a manual transmission.
Just like, oh my God.
Oh, thank you, High Plains.
Thank you.
Dude, I appreciate that. You're awesome, man. I really appreciate that.
I really do.
You guys are freaking fantastic.
Unbelievable. I am almost speechless now.
I know. It's so humbling, yes. But Nissan, the truck Lori's talking about, it was a Frontier with a Titan V8 and a turbocharger and a manual transmission. Why can't Nissan build cars like that? Thank you, Jay.
Yes.
Jay Patel. Yeah. President for life.
Thank you for signing up for the giveaway.
Yes.
For those of you that are just joining us, radiesrides.com. We're doing a big giveaway on March 26th. So just head over there.
And so you got your Baja.
Yep. Civic Type R was my number 3. I just really like the boost blue and a few refreshes.
You rock that thing.
I really want to get behind the wheel.
Yes, definitely. We wanted to get in, but.
Long story. Yeah. I have an honorable mention. That custom Supra from Toyota.
Yes. The one from SEMA.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys have seen pictures on the internet or my Instagram.
It was just insane.
Very, very insane.
Exactly how the Supra should have been.
So is it my turn?
Your turn.
Okay. Number 1, and I know it's nothing extremely new, but it just blew me away. I just stared at it, and I think you would attest. I stared at it for like 10 minutes.
You know what? Yeah.
That
at least
all new limited edition Ford GT liquid carbon fiber. That thing was just, the bare carbon fiber with the clear coat over it and the shape and everything. And to know that it has a little bit more horsepower, a little bit more performance, that a Krapovich exhaust. That to me was. He's not kidding when he says he stared at it for a long time. He stared at it for, I want to say it was maybe like 30 minutes, like 3 or 4 times. Definitely. It was a lot. My second one, believe it or not, is going to be the Genesis GV80. I was very impressed with Genesis, their first SUV. Oh, thank you, Eric. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see your your 350. I just got my VIN. Oh, congratulations, man. We're both probably going to hopefully get it. I don't have a VIN yet, but you're ahead. Yeah, he's ahead of me, but we're going to get to that in a second. I'm going to talk a little bit about the GT350R and where we're at with that. So the Genesis GV80, I like it. What do you like best about it? I like the color. I like the wheels and just Genesis. That sound deadening. That was crazy in the cabin. Yeah. Oh, I know, with the sound canceling and all that. As soon as you get in, it's just a totally different way it sounded. The Challenger drag pack for me was intense, where you could buy a turnkey drag car from a manufacturer that does the quarter mile in 750. That's 7.5 seconds in the quarter mile. And that's not even using a Hellcat motor. That's a smaller displacement engine. And what's nuts is Dodge would not open up the hood. They will not open up the hood. They won't even tell people how much it costs right now. Well, that's what's weird, too, because then they had the actual engine on display next to it. Yeah. But why not open up the hood? Yeah, it's weird, And then this one's another shocker, I'm sure, for many of you. This is your honorable mention. This is my honorable mention. The Hyundai Sonata Hybrid. I was pretty impressed with the solar panel roof. I was pretty impressed with how they changed the styling a little bit compared to the normal Sonata. Alex, thank you. You deserve the best on YouTube, Joe. I appreciate you deserve the best as well. And that's what we try to do every single review, every single day, is just bring you guys the best. That's right. Before we change gears out of the Chicago Auto Show, she helped me film. Sorry, I just bumped it. She helped me film 30 cars in 2 days. 30. And we still have 3 more reviews to go live with. I've been going to the gym a lot. Yeah, she's doing an awesome job. So please know that she is working so hard. We're working so hard, and it's happening. Now, Thank you, Alex. What about Zonks? Yes, Thank you, Alex. So the Audi display, huh? I was let down by the Audi display. Yeah. No RS6 like at LA. No RSQ8. No RS6 Avant. And then they keep showing a TTRS, which they're not even going to make anymore. It's like teasing. And it was locked. Yeah, it was locked on a media day. Yeah, I know. That was weird. Yep. Do you want to say the next one? The Jeep. The Mojave was really awesome. Sure, yeah. But it was a little disappointing that the Gladiator got stuck on the track. The Gladiator. So Jeep had this really cool test track that they were taking people around. Oh, it was awesome. It was fun. Lori and I did it. It was a lot of fun. The challenge was that somebody got one of the drivers got it stuck on the actual track to show off the capabilities of the Gladiator. It got stuck. So it had to be driver error. Yes. Who knows what it was. The next one, you're going to probably be surprised, even though I mentioned one of my favorite cars from the show was the Ford display. Yeah. They didn't have much. Besides the Ford GT and a black GT500, they didn't have a Heritage Edition on display, which I was severely disappointed because I want to see that in person. You were really hoping. They had a Mach-E, but it wasn't even like the Mach-E GT. It was just a plain Jane, and it was all locked up and stuff. So That's
in LA they had 2 Mach-E's.
Yeah.
And so
and they were letting people in it. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Hannah.
Thanks, Hannah.
Love the videos. You guys are awesome. Doug DeMarle doesn't have anything like that's really great. And trust me, it's an honor to even have my name in the same sentence as his. I mean,
did you ever imagine?
No, I mean, I used to watch Doug DeMarle all the time.
Isn't that cool?
Just crazy. So those are and then Subaru.
Yeah.
The reason why we're zonking Subaru is not because of the display, because the display is cool. And what else was cool with Subaru?
The dogs. They had these puppies that were up for adoption. Awesome.
Yes, they have these dogs that they give away for adoption at the show.
Yeah, love that.
The thing for me was they basically had the STI near where the bathrooms were.
It was off to the side, pointed in.
Nose first into the.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. Like, just whoever put it there just is not thinking.
It was like shoved off.
Second of all, where's the information on the 2021? Oh, thank you, Nick. We really appreciate that. Hyundai Corp is killing it. Love your channel. Our entire company subscribes to your channel.
Oh,
wow. That is
awesome.
Really awesome, Nick. Thank you for spreading the word. Thank you for getting everybody.
Their
display was awesome. Yeah, their
race car.
Hyundai is just kicking butt, man. I'm telling you. Hyundai is really showing off the Veloster N and their racing program and their just like Kia with the Telluride, people were climbing over the Telluride like a bunch of ants on a cube of salt.
It was insane.
It was hilarious.
Yes, it was hilarious. But thank you, Nick, so much. That's so great to know.
I love the A. You put the A in there because it's Canadian.
Yeah, well, that's what Canadians say.
All right, so I want to know, when is Subaru going to let us know anything about the 2021 WRX and STI?
Yeah, it was.
Hopefully soon.
All right. Now, didn't Honda have some announcement come out about?
Yes, there is news that was not announced at the Chicago Auto Show. It was actually announced yesterday. In Italy at their race shop where they build the Civic Type R touring cars and a bunch of other fun Honda and Acura stuff. They are going to have a special limited edition. Chad, thanks, man. Did you find ventilated seats? No, I have heard nothing about ventilated seats, and it's weird because there's a fake button in the Seltos for ventilated seats. So I'm going to make some emails. I'm going to make some emails. I'm going to send some emails, make a phone call, but I really don't. Who calls people anymore,
How
right?
do you make an email?
Well, you get some computer stuff together and some keys. No,
okay.
But Chad, I'm gonna dig a little deeper. As of right now, I don't see anything about ventilated seats on the Seltos.
No, we haven't seen anything.
And we were in a fully loaded one that didn't have it. So
and they didn't mention it at the product briefing.
Yes, that's right. But anyways, Honda is coming out for 2021, a limited edition. It's only going to be 600 of them here in the United States. It's going to be lighter, and it's going to have special touches. First of all, the reintroduction of Phoenix Yellow, that bright yellow that's from the Integra Type R days.
Oh, yeah.
That color's back. It's got different wheels. They've actually lightened the car. The only thing that made me scratch my head and as a zonk is no carbon fiber roof, no carbon
you're
fiber.
Making it lighter. But then it's going to raise the price, right?
Yeah, I know.
And that might be, I know, but still, it's kind of, I don't know.
And then they got the same stock exhaust on it. Like, I'm not saying it's got to be a large coffee can exhaust that just drones, but just give it a little bit extra sound on the outside.
Yeah, especially if you're going to do a limited.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we'll see how that goes. We'll definitely feature it.
Yeah, and that was just released yesterday. So we wanted to make sure to mention it today.
So what else we got?
Kia Seltos experience. How was that for you?
I enjoyed it.
Okay, what did you like best?
You being there with me?
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Yes, I enjoyed that part too.
Yes, it's great to have Lori be able to come on these trips. She's really good at traveling, and she helps keep me focused and prepared and everything.
Yes, with lists.
Yes. But the Kia Seltos, very impressed. And, it's on the same chassis as the Kona.
Right.
But it's bigger on the inside, and it sits up higher. And to have all-wheel drive where you can lock it.
Guys, we were in the mud.
Yeah, you saw, if you haven't seen the video, Lori gets behind the wheel. We have her on camera. Make sure you see that review. I posted it 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
Congrats on 200K. Found ratings rise when I was car shopping last summer, then wound up with my CRV and loving every video.
Awesome.
A CRV cup holder is still a zonk, by the way. Yeah, I know, right? I'll have Twinkies a Twinkie tomorrow for you guys.
Excellent.
Thank you.
They have chocolate ones now.
They have chocolate. They even have somebody show me a Twinkie cereal.
Yes.
They're
branching out.
Yeah, they need to get Rady's Rides involved with
that.
They
really do. We need to take over.
But the Seltos, I'm very, very impressed. What was your favorite part of the Seltos?
I like the space. Yes. I was surprised by the space. I loved the seats and how comfortable it was and the all-wheel drive. Yeah. I found the car not only to be easy to use and comfortable, but there's this really cool feature in the Seltos.
What's that?
Where you get these sort of nature sounds. And the audio quality with the Bose sound system, unreal.
Yeah, it was clear. Yeah, it was ultra clear.
It was so nice.
There's a lot of things that you're going to find in that Seltos that you're just not going to find at that price point. Because remember, $22,000 starting is really great.
It's for what you get.
For what you're getting.
It's really great. So anybody who's looking for a vehicle in that particular class needs to kind of, if you can wait so that you can test drive a Seltos, I think it would be worth it.
They're at the dealerships now.
Perfect.
Kia made sure that every dealership had at least one before the Super Bowl because they had a really killer Super Bowl advertisement.
Oh, that's right.
And Donald, you are 100% correct. She does make me look good.
Aw, thanks, Donald.
And thank you, Donald, for your super chat. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Lewis, and everybody else who has super chatted. What do we got next?
All right, so coming up on Rady's Rides, and then we'll try to get back to a lot of the Q&A.
Yes.
We have a lot of stuff. Oh, my gosh.
Thank you, Noel,
thank you.
When is the next GTR video? I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I should be getting, I'm going to say maybe within the next 2 months, and hopefully that's not too long, a press fleet vehicle, GTR Nismo, the Nismo GTR.
Nice.
Because now I'm getting press fleet vehicles from Nissan, so that will be a special day that I definitely will want to share with you, and you'll love it.
Excited.
Yes. And thank you, Julian. Julian says, congrats, Joe and Lori. Missed the LA meet.
We're definitely doing it
again. We're doing it again.
And we're going to do it at the show like we did Chicago.
Yes.
That worked so well. So thanks, Julian. We'll keep you posted.
Alex says, this is for Lori because she deserves respect for Rady's Rights content and popularity. And I dropped the ball on that.
Alex.
Thank you, Alex. You're awesome.
That's so nice.
You're very awesome.
So
here's some of the exciting things we got going on. The first thing, and this is something that came to a surprise to me, Toyota reached out to me. They're sending me, not next week, but the following week to the Geneva Auto Show.
In Geneva, Switzerland?
Geneva, Switzerland. So
I act like I don't know.
Here's the problem. Here's the challenge. There's no +1, and Lori cannot come and help me film. We looked at flights. We're looking at like $8,000 for a ticket. It's just
to the event.
So I am going to do my best to try to bring some of that Geneva Auto Show to you guys. Because the plan originally, and it's still the plan, is that next year you and I are going to be going.
Yeah.
But
we'll buy our tickets well in advance.
We'll buy our own tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Kenny, man. You're really awesome.
Thank
you for the 200. Thank you for the 200K celebration. Congrats. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So this year, Toyota, which is so exciting because you wouldn't be able to go otherwise.
I wouldn't be able to afford it. I wouldn't be able to afford it. So Toyota really stepped up to the plate. They see the value that Rady's Rides has, and they're flying me out to the Geneva Auto Show, and I will be bringing you that GR Yaris. Yes, I'm going to be bringing that. They're going to have the new Volkswagen GTI. The new Golf R.
Yeah.
Supposedly Kia is going to have the 2021 Optima on display.
Wow.
So I'm going to try to figure out a way for me to capture this without having my best friend and partner there to help me get it.
We're going to spend some time this weekend.
I'm going to do some practicing.
Because, we also being overseas, are you going to be able to use
the live? Am I going to be? I don't even know how it's going to work. I need to contact Verizon.
Yeah, we're going to
find out how does.
If any of you are experts on international travel with cellular data, let us know.
Hopefully they have. I'm sure they would have Wi-Fi at the.
They've got to have Wi-Fi.
But so that is something, and just know that the videos are going to be a little different because I won't have Lori or Tom to help me film, but. I'm gonna do the videos, bring you the content the best that I can.
The GR Yaris,
that's awesome. Yeah, over 250 horsepower and a little 2-door hatch, all-wheel drive, manual transmission. Sign me up.
I know it's gonna be.
So what do we have? What else we have?
Well, first of all, I just want to thank Kenny again.
Kenny, thank you, man. We really appreciate that.
Every little bit matters.
Of course.
And to everybody, oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you, AR Riemann. Thank you.
And
any news about a new Mazda 6, CX-5, and CX-9? So CX-5 redesign is coming. It's supposed to be here probably next year.
Okay.
I haven't heard diddly squat about an upcoming CX-9. I'm going to say that's probably going to be 2022 based off of the CX-5. But they are working on a Mazda 6. So I think that the 6 and the CX-5 might come out next year. We'll see.
Okay.
Wow, look at all these great people.
Albert.
Thank you, Albert. Albert says, can't wait to see in the GT350R. Trust me, neither can I. This is going to be a dream come true. We're going to do live.
Digital Pimp.
Yeah, Digital Pimp. Thank you. Thank you for that. I love the name. And then Benji, better get yourself a selfie stick. Yes, I'm going to have to figure something out. This is going to be tough.
Well,
I've been stressing out about it all week. I don't know if I'm using it. So I can't use it. So
we'll figure it out.
I may. I don't even know. Oh, I really have been stressing out over this the past week.
I'll get you some CBD gummies.
Yes, thank you. All right, so what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Nissan. All right, so Geneva. After the Geneva Auto Show. So I'm going to the Geneva Auto Show not next week, but the week after. When I get back, Lori and I are being flown out to Texas with Nissan.
Yes, we
are.
We're
going to do the Titan.
Lamar,
thank you. He says, big congrats, guys. Road to 1 million. Also, big thanks for inspiring me to start my own car review channel. Thank you, Lamar. That's really awesome of you. I'm retired from Verizon. I'll look into over. Thank you, Donald. I really appreciate that,
Thank you, Lamar.
Because I have no clue.
And so, and thank you, Lamar. I mean, it's exciting
Lamar, that's really awesome.
You started your own channel.
And that's what I want to do is I have people that come up to me at car events and stuff and they're like, hey, I'm trying to get started. What do I need to do? I'm more than happy to lend a helping hand, give some advice.
And the best advice is just go do something.
Just go start.
Just go start.
I literally started. If you guys, some of you are newer to the Brady's Rides family, I literally had an iPhone 7. I figured out how to use an AirPod as a Bluetooth microphone.
Which is not a great idea.
And a gimbal. Yeah, it doesn't sound, it's better than nothing.
It's better than
nothing. We got 1 million channel views on that setup.
Gosh, we sure did.
We're about to hit 60 million channel views.
Oh my God, 60 million channel views.
And thank you, Lamar, because obviously you have a big role in that, and I wish you nothing but the best for your channel as well. Oh, thank you, Peter. Polar Bear, thank you.
It did look like Peter.
It did look like Peter. Away. So thank you, Polar Bear.
Thank you.
That's right. I've never thanked a Polar Bear before.
You know, well, there's a first time. Yes,
first time for everything. Pratham, right? Pratham?
Yep.
Thank you so much. Any news on the next generation Pathfinder?
Good question.
Nissan is slowly but surely retuning their lineup. And what they're doing is they're trying to simplify. They need to simplify. That's what they need to do. Oh, my God. You guys are so awesome. Timothy. Joe, congrats on 200,000 subscribers. S4 or M340i. I'm going S4.
Okay.
As much as I like BMW, I kind of like Audi, the driving experience from Audi, and the interior.
Okay. Well,
you love it, Audi interior, so don't even say okay.
Interiors. It's just so elegant.
Yes, for sure. So, what was I even talking about?
Pathfinder.
Oh, the Pathfinder. They're going to change up their lineup, and they're going to be coming out with a new Pathfinder. And I think you're going to find where they're going to start using same engine for different platforms, which I think is smart to help cut down on cost. I just hope they eventually get rid of CVTs. No more CVTs. Use a different transmission, please. Okay.
All right. After Geneva, we're going to do an event with Nissan.
Yes. Then we're going to do the event with Nissan, and then literally fly from the event from Nissan back home for a night. We're going to get back on a plane and then fly to an event with Honda and the new CR-V hybrid.
Super excited for that.
Lamar, thank you again, man. You're really awesome. I'm putting a lot of content. Just got to build my. Yes, that's what you got to do. Eric, man. You guys are too nice. This is so nice. This is so humbling. It really is. So Eric says, I'm sure you want to keep your 350R stock, but what do you think about doing a resonator delete? There are lots of stainless X pipes out there with eargasms aplenty. Yeah, here's the good news, Eric, is that the GT350R already has the resonator delete. So that's what I'm really happy about, is that it's going to have extra eargasms for me that I can share with you guys when I do some awesome driving footage videos and do that. Yes, of those. Eargasms. Yes,
eargasm videos. That's
all over the place.
Yeah. All right, so
then we're
thank you guys.
Thank you, Eric.
So much.
Thank you, Eric. Yes.
And then
hold on 1 second though. Let me see what Lamar said. Thanks, guys. Definitely, I'm putting out a lot of content. Yeah, you just got to stay consistent. Just be consistent, be yourself, have fun.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to watch out for the negative comments. Just let those go right over your head, because I'm telling you right now, at the end of the day, it's not the negative comments that count. It's all the great people. Like you can see here, we have 200 people watching live.
Oh my gosh.
200.
Amazing. Thank you guys for showing
So then we're off with Honda, the CR-V hybrid. And then the last thing that we have, well, no, not the last thing. So that brings us to the end of March. April, we're going to be at the New York Auto Show.
Yes.
Thank you, FJK213.
Yay.
I want to get a stinger.
Ooh,
or should I? I don't know. I think right now is a great time to get a stinger. Lori drove it. You really
let me ask you a question. How do you feel about a pre-owned stinger? What's your opinion on that?
I think right now when it comes to pre-owned, you're going to get best bang for the buck. I mean, Walker Ford had that one that was a year old it had something like maybe 12,000 miles on it or something like that. And they had it for 28 grand.
What?
And that was a Stinger GT. So, with the twin turbo V6 and all the goodies. So
that's an amazing car.
So I say go for it. I think Kia is really changing how people view
you guys
the company, but also cars in general.
I agree. I mean, the Seltos really was that impressive.
Yes.
And the Telluride.
They
can't even keep them on.
They literally, the Kia.
It's a 5-day turnover for the.
So most of the days when a car is delivered to a dealership, most of the time it sits on the lot between 30 to 60 days. That's why if you're buying a car, ask and find out what cars have been there the longest, because usually they're willing to deal a little bit more to get those off the lot.
Yeah.
Tellurides sit on the lot and average to 5 to 6 days.
Isn't that crazy?
Kia representatives call that car the Celluride because it's selling so quickly, honestly.
Well, and when you sit inside it, even if just sitting inside it in an auto show, because of course you're sad.
Yeah, of course.
And you've driven it multiple times. You see why.
It's amazing. Richard. He says, Richard says, I'm fairly new to the channel, but a huge fan. Can you tell me how you came up with the term Zonk?
That's a great
Congrats on 200K. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Richard.
So here's the funny thing about a lot of the stuff I say. It just comes out of nowhere.
He'll say it, and then he goes, where do I come up with this stuff?
Yes.
And I'm just like, I don't know.
So I'm a big fan. I've always been a big fan, even since I was a kid. And I used to watch, I still watch now, Let's Make a Deal.
T. Howard. Thank
hardest
you.
working team on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you so much. But
But
Richard, I'm a big fan of Let's Make a Deal, especially the new one with Wayne Brady.
It's so much
and
fun. Love
usually, when you're watching a show, they zonk people. So I figured instead of saying, I don't like this, why not just say zonk? It just came out one day. I was like, I'm going to zonk this.
Yeah.
And what's awesome is people now are zonking things.
I say it all the time.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm going to zonk whatever that is.
Somebody said they zonked their wife the other night. I was like, I don't know if you want to do that. You might be living in the dog house.
Sleeping in the car. So
yeah,
hopefully you got to Telluride.
Yeah, I hope you got a Telluride or a Silverado, for God's sakes. So that's where the whole zonk thing came from.
Yeah.
And thank you for liking that. It's just something that I think.
It's totally become a ladies' rights cultural thing. Yeah. The zonks are part of what we do. Right?
People always ask us, what are you going to zonk?
Yeah.
When they see us. Whoa, we got,
wow.
Chucky, thank you so much.
Wow,
Renegade Trailhog, Chucky. Really appreciate that. He says, love your videos. Started watching when I was looking for a new vehicle, even though I don't think you did one for what I got. Yeah, I know, right? LOL. I've done so many, though. For what I got, modified 15 Renegade Trailhawk. Took to Moab, zonked on the storage. That's awesome that you took it to Moab.
That's crazy.
Well, thank you for that super chat. I really, really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. We got another one.
Evil 04 SVT Cobra.
Nice.
Thoughts on Cadillac ATS-V sedan? I don't think you have ever. No, I have not reviewed one. If I'm going to, it's going to have to be pre-owned. I think for performance in a smaller luxury SUV, those things are fast and very potent. So,
heck yeah,
I would say go for it. If you look at the new CT5 and the CT4, they are coming out with V versions, but I don't think it's like the last generation, especially with the CTS-V and the ATS-V. I think now we'd probably be able to find one that's maybe a year old, and you still got plenty of warranty and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So New York Auto Show, beginning of April, we got another one?
No, I just wanted to thank them again.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
Aaron. And I also just wanted to say that's pretty dang cool that he took this Trailhawk
to Moab. Yes.
Wow, what an amazing town.
Very rugged.
Did you? And I'm curious to know if you went to Hell's Revenge.
Hell's Revenge. Did you take that through Hell's Revenge, Chucky? That's what I would like to know. That's if you did. Props, man. That thing is unbelievable. So beginning of April, we have the New York Auto Show,
which we're going to be working hard at.
Stay tuned because we're doing a meet and greet at the New York Auto Show, the first general admission day, just like in Chicago.
We'll keep you posted.
I want to meet you guys. We'll keep you posted on the date, the time,
the week
location.
before, while we're there, we'll be giving you pictures and reminding you of the meet
even before that.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys that are in the New York area can come on out. I know we met some subscribers last year who came out to see us.
It was awesome.
But we didn't do an official meet and greet.
Yeah. So this will be first official meet and greet at the New York Auto Show.
Yep. And then after the New York Auto Show.
And then after the New York Auto Show, we got some big news.
Yep.
Lori and I are being sent. We don't know where yet.
Another
undisclosed location. We're going to be doing a track day with the new Type R, refreshed Type R, the 2020 Type R that was at the Chicago Auto Show. We're going to be at a media event with Honda and be doing a track event with that.
Heck yeah.
And then even greater news is we are going to Road Atlanta.
Yes.
And we're doing a track event with the updated Supra and the new 4-cylinder turbo Supra. So that's going to be amazing.
Oh my gosh.
If you've been living under a rock, the Supra, they just announced at Daytona that it's going to have more horsepower.
Yep.
The inline 6 turbocharged engine, it's going to have more horsepower. They did a bunch of refinement to the chassis.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new special edition and also the introduction of a lower priced entry Supra that has an inline 4 turbocharged engine.
I hope we get a chance to experience both.
We are going to experience both. We're going to be bringing it to you. So
it's going to be awesome.
This is the amazing thing. You know, it's like we're at 200K. The OEMs, guys, because of all of you and all the views that we get, they're taking notice of
we're the new kids on the block to a lot of these events, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these folks have been around for 10, 15 years.
Yeah, Doug DeMauro. Doug DeMauro has been around for 10 years.
Yeah.
Redline Review has been around for a very long time.
And so the fact that we're getting invited to these events with a lot of these other guys that have been in the journalism industry for 10, 15 years, it's because of you guys that we have to thank that we're getting these invites. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and if you want us to be seen at more events, just
do what you're doing. Yeah.
Spread the word, please. Watch. I appreciate you guys watching the ads. That's how we keep this whole thing going.
Yes.
When we go to Chicago, and I'm not looking for sympathy or anything like that, but I'm just letting you know that we pay our own way to go to Chicago Auto Show, the hotel, the whole night, and that all comes from you guys. So we thank you so much for everything that you do. I think there's a lot of people that want me to talk. I know it's not on the agenda about the GT350.
Oh, yes, you do have to talk about it.
Eric, what? Dude, you're awesome, man. Any chance of Raise Rise tour of Jane Leno's garage? We're actually thinking about that. We're actually, because what we did was that this first time at the LA Auto Show, Eric, we went to the Peterson.
Yeah, we did.
And we got to go in the vault, and that was awesome. But yes, we're going to work on getting to meet with Jay Leno and get a tour.
And if anybody has any connections to something. So one of the other cool people that we met was JK from Mecum.
Yes, in Chicago Auto Show, we
ran into
John Craven at the Chicago Auto Show.
Who's the lead analyst and the guy
personality for Mecum.
And so it's so super cool to actually meet him face to face. And who knows? We may try to get this one on the show.
We're trying to work on when Mecum comes back around to Kissimmee in January. Maybe me be a guest on the actual Mecum auction live broadcast would be a blast.
Yeah.
So we talked about that with JK, and we're going to work on that. Lori was so excited to get a picture with him.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I recognize him right away.
And he is such a cool car guy. Unbelievable.
Yeah. So. Lots coming up.
What about questions?
Lots to talk about. You guys have tons of questions. This thing has
you guys have been typing your fingers to the bone, and I appreciate that.
So we're going to try to look through some of these, and if you have some questions, I know.
Wait, here's a good question.
Okay, good.
John asks, so if we skip the ads, it hurts the channel.
Great question.
The more you watch the ad, if you could watch the complete ad, or at least just let it play. I'm not saying watch it like with your eyes, but if you just let it play, we actually get more revenue from that. And that helps us. And that's one thing I want to tell you right now. And I know I've already said this, and I'm going to say it again. I am not accepting any outside funding to promote things within the video from outside companies.
So you're not pay us.
Yes, dealerships don't pay us. Manufacturers don't pay us. And that's why I'm going to stay 100% unbiased. And you'll never see in a video where, hold on a second, before we go for a drive, guys, let me talk about my watch. This watch is made by
I bought him that watch.
Yeah, you bought this. Yes, you bought me this watch. I get lots of compliments on it.
Somebody was like, ooh, Joe, you look so great in your suit jacket and your watch. And I was like, thanks, because I picked those out for
That's right. Thank you. We got another super chat, though.
Daniel,
V6 Camaro 1LE or Camaro SS, which is the best pick? I'm going to probably say, Daniel, if you're going to use this as your daily driver and you really want to have that muscle car overall sensation, Camaro SS with the V8 is going to be the way to go.
Okay.
The 1LE, if you're going to do track days or an autocross event, or if you happen to live like on the tail of the dragon, then that thing is a corner carver. It's so light on the front end of the car, and the handling is so quick. So,
but why the SS for?
I just think around town that low down grunt, 455 horsepower. It's a nice balance.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not knocking people who don't get V8 Camaros.
Sure.
But I'm just saying, out of those two choices, that would be the way that I would go.
Renegade Trail, Hot Trucky.
Yeah. So no, I didn't. Sadly, Group did Hell's Revenge on Sunday, and I had to get to driving back to Michigan. Listen, I understand that when the party's over and you got to go back to the real world, and whatnot. But that's
Moab is so beautiful.
Is amazing.
If you've not been out to Utah and that part of Utah, it's so worth it for a bucket list.
But because so many of you do watch the ads, I am turning down every single company that wants me to promote stuff or make promotional videos about their products.
And no, I don't dress him, John.
Yes, no. John does not. No, she does not dress me. It's just she has good taste. I mean, if I'm looking for a jacket, you have good taste. I'm not.
Thanks.
Yes, I'm not gonna.
Appreciate that. Kenny, thank you.
Any news on the go up? Yes, Kenny. So I don't know if you've seen, but online there are spy shots of the total Golf R undisguised, no camouflage. They're supposed to be unveiling it with the new GTI at the Geneva Auto Show in 2 weeks. I'm going to be there, so we're going to bring it to you
you're
as best as I can.
Yeah, we are going to do our best.
But thank you guys once again for watching the ads. It allows us to do what we do.
Jim had a great question about that.
Sure.
We're on that topic.
Yes.
He has YouTube Premium and wants to know if we still get the ad revenue for him paying.
What YouTube, from what I there's so many. It's almost like witchcraft. How YouTube calculates things like witchcraft, but I guess there's a percentage. If you're a premium watcher and you're watching, there's a percentage that we get just because you're premium and that you're watching the video. Right. So I think that's how it works.
Yes. So thank you for doing that.
Definitely. Yes. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. So some more questions.
Oh, and let's talk about the jacket. We're on the top. A bunch of people are bringing up, is it mandatory to wear a jacket on the media events?
Oh, good question.
Let me explain this whole thing. So I'm going to be honest with you. When I meet people in the car industry, I don't say I'm a YouTuber.
Why is that?
A YouTuber has almost a negative connotation now in some industries.
Yeah, especially in automotive journalism.
Instead of automotive, so I'm an automotive journalist, and if you want to be taken seriously, you got to look the part.
Right.
And I'm telling you right now, I've done one auto show without the jacket.
Yep.
Or I think in New York, I did half of it with the jacket, half of it without.
First day
I got treated totally differently by the security, by people at the show with the jacket on than without the jacket.
We get more access with the jacket.
So you gotta look the part. You gotta look the part. I mean, that's the bottom line. That's something I used to tell my students. They used to complain about dress code. You got to dress code your whole life.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to be taken seriously.
If you're going to go to a corporate job, you're going to have to wear a suit jacket or something else too.
So that's where that's why I wear the jacket or jackets, and that's why you're just taken a little bit more seriously. And I'm an automotive journalist. That's what I do. I take the vehicles, and instead of writing about them, I bring them to you here on the channel.
Yeah.
So what are we doing?
Oh, we have some. Let me scroll because there were lots.
Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Donald. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, everybody who's super chatting and everybody's watching.
Here's a nice comment from David. I appreciate how y'all have always taken the time to, and it's Joe, taking the time to comment and respond on all the videos. there's creators with 1,000 subs or probably 1 million subs is what he's talking about there that don't even take the time to converse.
Well, thank you, David, for saying that. And to be honest with you, that's what I enjoy about the channel. The cars are great. The cars are awesome. Meeting you guys and communicating with you guys on the channel.
It's how we thrive.
Yeah, I love meeting you guys. I love interacting. I want to hear what you have to say. And it just shows that I care. I feel like there's no better way for me to show that I care than to respond to you.
Yeah.
So thank you. Thank you for commenting. And I'm still doing my best to try to get to everybody. It's just getting tougher and tougher.
Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you. That's so cute. These
I like that.
Things.
Yes.
I don't know where you guys are finding this. That's somebody. That's
GT350R, before I forget. So if you haven't seen the review,
thank
my thankful, wonderful wife. I talked with her many times. We're getting a GT350R instead of the GT350, even though the standard GT350 is great. But if I'm gonna do it, you kind of convinced me in a way. You might as well get what you really want,
if you're.
I really want to hold on to this car for a long time.
We've budgeted and we've saved for this. This is something that Joe's been dreaming about for years.
Ever since I first saw it.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Before he even started the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And he was dreaming about this car.
Yeah.
I bought a book for him about the Shelby GT350, and it was really cool to give it to him for Christmas this year.
I was excited
as a gift.
So the right now we do have the allocation. The order is in. They're probably going to start the build in April. So if the build starts in April, I'm probably guessing by June it should be in my possession.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. So we're going to do a live. The day that I pick it up from Walker Ford, we're going to be live. I want to share that experience with you. We're also, like I said before, I'm going to do reviews and videos of the whole PDI process.
Right.
When it comes in off the truck.
Yep.
I want to show underneath, because I've never even seen underneath a GT350 when it's up on the hoist. So I'm going to bring all of that to you. And thank you for those who commented, because we sent those comments to Ford.
We did.
And they were blown away. Ford was blown away.
It's because of you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Listen, the power of the group
it means
amazing.
So much. And we can't thank you enough. And it's super exciting. Yeah, I agree, David. It better be in his possession.
Right.
We have so many more. Here's a nice one from Gil. He says, Joe, proud to have been your student. Thank you.
Gil Nunez. Yes, I remember Gil.
Thank you for helping me choose the Tacoma over the Ranger. Proud of you and all you've been able to do.
Well, thank you, Gil. I really appreciate that. And that's the wonderful thing, is to have a lot of my old students. They're now well in their 20s and breaking into 30 years old.
I know.
And it's just cool to have them watching. And it's funny because some of them who already graduated years ago, who didn't know I was doing this, go look on YouTube for a car review, and then there I am.
I know. Like, wait, that's my old teacher.
Yeah, Jay Patel, showing the hearts. We love you, Jay.
Okay, I'm going to scroll up.
Yes, Jay, we're going to try to get to the car as they're building it on the assembly line.
Oh, gosh, if we can. That
Bronco. Gabriel has.
Oh, yeah. There was
so here's the new news about the Bronco. Supposedly the Bronco is going to be unveiled next month. Ford has not said where it's going to be. What I'm hoping is, fingers crossed, is at the New York Auto Show, wherever they unveil the Bronco at, it should be at the New York Auto Show. One thing is for certain, at the New York Auto Show, they're going to unveil the Bronco Scout. So Ford is playing it smart, unlike Chevrolet. And what they're doing is they're going to have an old school feel Bronco where you can take the doors off and go off-roading all over the place for the enthusiasts and for the fans that want that. But then they're also going to have a smaller Bronco that people can drive, like a regular crossover SUV. Unlike the Chevy Blazer, which is a crossover SUV, and the only off-roading you're probably going to do in a Chevy Blazer, a new one at least, is maybe when you accidentally drive on the soccer field when you're picking up your kids or something like that.
That's true. That's true.
What do we got?
Here's a question from Scat Pack Larry. The Dodge 2021 Durango Hellcat.
Yes.
I guess it was apparently just announced.
So they just announced it. I think that Dodge has to go in the direction, and it seems to be working, where you just throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at your vehicles that you currently have when it comes to horsepower. And hey, why not? And I definitely want to review that. And I'm sure Jerry Ohm Dodge, J-Rod over there, is definitely going to let me have access to that. So Did we get another super chat?
Oh, gosh, we sure did.
I think Chris, thank you, man.
Chris, thank you.
Chris, we really appreciate it.
It has been a while.
It has been a while. I know you've been busy, but I know you still stay tuned. But we appreciate that. Your generosity is so humbling. I mean, it's just amazing. You guys are all great. And Chris, we really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Freddie wanted to know if you think it's a good idea or a bad idea to get a Subaru STI as a first car.
You know, it's interesting because obviously my first car was a 1985 Pontiac Firebird with a V8 and a stick shift. I think if you could afford it and you can respect it, I don't see why not. I mean, it's a very safe vehicle. I would probably say go with a WRX personally. But hey, to each their own. I'm not Mother Teresa here saying go buy a Honda Civic and nothing else, and not putting down the Honda Civic. But
I think a lot of it also comes down to funds. If you're looking at a first car, more than likely you could be younger. And if you're younger, you may want to consider putting some money in savings.
Play it smart. Listen, I would tell my students that
for emergencies down the road.
I would tell my students this all the time. Listen, live within your means.
Yeah.
A lot of people kids don't know what that means anymore, to live within your means.
Yeah.
And why spread yourself to the extreme? That's why when I first, was looking at a GT350, the whole reason I didn't go the R is I didn't want to put myself in a bad position. But now that I've been able to kind of restructure my finances, we've been able to, that it's going to be okay to go that route instead of trying to put myself.
Well, we've saved money. I mean, that's the other thing too. If you're looking to get a car,
if you have a nice down payment, that's going to help lower.
Yeah, and so that makes makes it a lot more realistic.
I mean, everybody does whatever they're going to do, but my advice is just try to play it smart. I even think the Honda Civic Si for $25,000. If you're buying a brand new car,
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I know you are.
Big fan of the
you
Civic
love
Si.
that, yes.
Mile
Maker, thank you. 63 Corvette. You like 63
I do
Corvette.
love a 63.
So it says, hi, Joe and Lori. I'm holding off on buying a new car until I see the new Mini Bronco. I would too. What's the timetable that do you know? So it's going to be unveiled at the New York Auto Show, and it's going to go on sale this year. The full-size Bronco is also going to be unveiled next month, and I'm sure it's going to be on display at New York. That would be stupid of Ford to not do that, but hey, you never know. But the Bronco, it actually is not going to go on sale until next year. So that's where we're at with that.
Hey, Jared's here from Car Buzz. Hey, Jared.
Jared from Car Buzz, man. What's up, man? I saw all your Instagram footage at Daytona, you lucky dog.
Yeah,
you got to go on the Supra around the track and everything. Thank you, Jared. Definitely go follow Car Buzz and check out all the great stuff that they're doing. They really do.
Okay, so here, let's see if we can find some more questions.
All right, yeah, I love these questions.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris, by the way, for the super chat. Really, really generous of you, man.
Oh, so nice of you guys. Really, really appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Was Walker Ford the first dealership you filmed at? And if not, who was the first?
Yes, Walker Ford was the first. So real quick story. Lori bought her Focus ST. I love the experience. This was before the channel. She bought her Focus ST. I love the experience she had. I started getting the itch. I wanted to get rid of the Type R. I went in and actually reviewed my Focus RS before I bought it. And then that's when some of the people at Walker Ford saw me and came up and introduced themselves to me. And I said, hey, well, would it be okay? Would you like me to come out and I could review some of your other cars? And I'll never forget, it was a 2018 Mustang GT Orange Fury, manual transmission, performance pack level 1. That was the first official dealership review at Walker Ford. And at that time, we had like 900 subscribers.
Yeah.
So in 2018, January 2018, we had 900 subscribers. Unbelievable.
It's so nuts.
Yes.
Okay, here's a question for you. Austin says that this question is driving him crazy.
Ooh,
so
I like crazy questions.
I know, right? He said he needs to know if he should buy, in your opinion, a Mustang or a Type R. That's all I got.
That's a tough question.
That's all I got.
It's a tough question. It just really depends on what you want.
Oh wait, pause.
Pause.
Benji
Walker Ford. Yes, that was the day that we met, Benji. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
And Julian.
Yes. What did he say?
Julian, Lori, your praise for the Civic Si encouraged me to get my own. First time ever driving a manual. Was driving it off the lot 5 months ago. Wow,
that's
good
awesome.
For you.
Perfect car to learn on.
Isn't it? That clutch.
The clutch is so light.
It's so light.
Should I tell them what I did today?
You might want to tell them what you did
Listen,
today.
I don't know.
220 people on the
Since we have 220 people watching and so many people like Chris and Julian and Benji and everybody else who super chatted, this weekend, get ready for a crazy review. Today, I not only got to review, but also get behind the wheel of the all-new 2020 Ferrari F8 Tributo.
Okay, so tell us about this car for those that don't know.
The F8 Tributo, obviously Tributo is Italian for tribute, is to pay honor to all the mid-engine V8 Ferraris. It goes all the way back to 1975 with the Ferrari 308. If you know Magnum PI, old school Magnum PI, that was his Ferrari.
Wow.
308, 328, 348, 355, 360, F430, 458, 488, and now the F8 Tributo.
The F8 Tributo.
It's the most powerful V8 mid-engine Ferrari ever made. Over 700 horsepower, weighs about 2,900 pounds. And what's really cool about it that I love, it's got styling cues from those Ferraris that I mentioned, including the Ferrari F40, which is my dream car of all time. My favorite dream car. You think I like a GT350? Get me inside an F40, I'm never coming out. I'm gone. See ya. It's nice to know you. And it also has styling cues from the first supercar from Ferrari, which is the 288 GTO.
Okay.
So stay tuned. I actually came by and picked up Lori and took her for a spin. She was at work, and I freaking came by and took her for a spin.
It was pretty overwhelming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very fast.
It was super cool to see a red Ferrari parked outside.
In front of our house, yeah. And whoever thought a brand new Ferrari would be out in front of our house.
Wow, that's amazing. Red.
And red. Of course, red.
Yeah.
And just so you know, if you're wondering, well, Joe, did you zonk a Ferrari? There is actually a zonk in this brand new.
Wow, well, we'll have to stay tuned.
Yeah, you'll have to stay. This weekend it's coming, so stay tuned for that.
All right, guys. So typically we keep these to around an hour.
Okay, let's go a little bit longer.
So we are going to go a little bit longer, but we are going to be wrapping it up probably in about 15 minutes or so.
We got 250 people watching.
We do have 250 people
watching. Freaking awesome.
All right, so we will.
Let's go to the questions.
All right,
come on, do your question search.
All right, question search.
You're doing a great job.
Durango RT or Jeep Grand Cherokee?
Wait, hon. Whoa. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Don't Mess, 1996. Hi, Joe and Lori. 1996.
Hey, yes.
We were in college.
Were we?
Yeah.
You were in college. I was much younger.
College. Oh, yeah, that's right. You were way younger.
Okay, Dodge Durango RT or a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Sandy wants to know which would be better to buy.
I would probably say, and I'm going to actually do a review of one next week. Let me tell you what I would say now, and I'll give you my final answer next week. I would go Durango GT. I actually love driving that Durango SRT. It was freaking, it was awesome.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm not really the biggest fan of either of them. Is that okay for me to say? I mean, I don't want to be rude.
Sure. Well, Sandy wants to know your opinion, but it's not rude.
It just, I don't know. It just seems for the money, there's a lot of other options out there.
Okay.
Which I recommend.
Let's pause on those options because I want to recognize Benji.
Benji, thank you. Yes.
My goodness.
She is going to be doing more reviews. I promise. We are so slammed right now.
I'm doing, my
two jobs,
right?
I mean,
oh my gosh,
Marvin! Oh, Marvin, that's awesome.
Marvin
was worried he was going to get stuck in traffic. Thank you for that super chat. And Johnny, Camry TRD passerby.
Oh.
I enjoyed the Camry TRD. I think if you want a naturally aspirated V6, I'm telling you right now, driving that car, I got so many looks in it, like thumbs up, not like people flicking me off or throwing up.
It's a good looking
People
car.
give me thumbs up. I drove it to a local Cars and Coffee. People were taking pictures of it. I think that from a look standpoint, I kind of dig it. It's sharp.
It's very
the handling, you watch the review. I went down that one road in Mexico where we were carving corners.
I love Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico's great. we were carving corners left and right.
We sure were.
The challenge is that the Honda Accord, especially the one that I just reviewed, the Touring, the 2-liter turbo Touring, is much faster.
Okay.
And Car and Driver did a test where they had the Camry TRD and the Accord 2-liter turbo Touring trim that has the adaptive dampers. It was 4 seconds a lap faster than the Camry TRD.
Okay, but what are we talking about in price? I mean, are those things pretty close?
No, the Camry TRD is $32,000, and if I remember correctly, the Accord Touring was around $36,000. So it's $4,000 more. Okay,
but so if you can swing the $4,000, you would say do the Accord.
No, I'm not saying that. I don't know what it's
so hard to get us to make it.
I know. Right? I love them all. I just love them. It's like her at the Subaru thing at Chicago Auto Show with all the dogs. She wanted to take all the dogs home.
Oh my God!
I want to take all the cars home.
We would
have take them all.
A lot of cars and a lot of puppies at our house if we had our way. But that's a great question. I mean, I think it comes down to driving it.
Let me drive the Durango GT, and I will get back to you on that.
To Sandy.
To Sandy.
And Sandy, stay tuned next week. Yes. When do you think you'll have that video up after you do it?
Probably by next week.
Okay, next week.
I'll get it up by next week. Eric, man, how much do I miss the RS? I actually miss it a lot. Yeah. Fun car to drive, the pops and the crackles and everything. And the launch control was awesome. And plus being able to go to the Ford Performance School and drive that RS at the Ford Performance Racing School was amazing.
It really was.
If I could have kept it, I would have, but it just wasn't in the car. It's just not in the cards for me. Love that car. I had a 17.
I miss my Focus ST.
I know you do. I know you had a 17 Stealth Gray RS.
That's a nice looking color.
It's a nice, it's a nice color. They're nice cars, but I can't keep them all.
No,
I just can't.
No, how much do you love your Subaru Type R?
I'm still loving I go out in the garage. There's times where I'm like, the trash isn't even filled to the whole can. And I'm like, I'm going to take out the trash just so I could go in the garage to look at it.
we have another super chat.
Yes.
James, thank you.
I really hope you could get a review on a Chevy Trail. Yes.
We will.
Raheel over at Dimmitt Chevrolet is going to hook us up as soon as the Trailblazer comes in, as soon as the 2021 Tahoe, 2021 Suburban, 21 Tahoe Z71.
Yeah.
Victor, congrats on 200K. May you get 200K more. You guys are the best.
That's really nice.
That's really nice, and I really believe that we're going to be at 400,000.
I think we really will.
And it's
because of you guys.
Yes.
So thank you so much for all your comments.
And thank you for sharing. It's nice when you guys share the reviews on your social media platform.
That helps us out a lot.
YouTube, when I look at the analytics page, I can see how many shares each video has.
That's awesome.
I don't know who's sharing them, but I'm sure, obviously, it's all the great people here. And keep doing that because that just helps exponentially grow everything.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Mel. We got to go back and thank all these people.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we got Eric. We got Marvin is
Benji
awesome.
Again.
Marvin, just so you know, is the official Zonk.
Marvin does the Zonk count.
Yes, he does the official Zonk. I need to come up with a good title for him.
For the love of Zonk.
Yes, for the love of Zonk. Yes. Also points out some other things. Which is funny too.
We've got to keep you on your toes.
Yes.
And James and Victor and Benji.
Everybody, thank you so much. Donald, I mean, this has just been this has been a great. Here's what's crazy, guys. We hit the 200K today. We were already planning on doing a live Q&A even before this. So what is the perfect timing? 281 people
are watching us. We've got 281 people.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing.
Unbelievable.
Look at all these likes. 209 likes.
Next year, one thing we're working on for all the Subaru fans out there. If you're a Subaru fan, type up now in the comment section, especially if you own one. We're going to try to be at Wicked Big Meat
that's right.
in
I didn't
June.
Even put it on there.
It's okay.
It's in June.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Wicked Big Meat. It's okay.
I like my list.
Yes. Wicked Big Meat. It's in Connecticut. It's the country's largest Subaru meet. We're going to be there. We're going to try our best to work everything to get there.
We're not going to have the car. We're going to fly.
Oh, yeah. We're going to fly in.
But we really want to be there because we
want to meet you guys.
We know a lot of you are Subaru fans, and we want to try to meet you.
So if you're going to be at Wicked Big Meat, look for details.
Or if you're thinking about going to Wicked Big Meat, please go because we love
Shout out definitely for Connecticut. 282 people watching.
That's amazing, you guys. All right, let's look for some. Yes. Well, I want to also point out that, Rick says, really enjoy your honest reviews. Some of these nice compliments that you guys are leaving here, I'm reading them. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're reading it. We're reading all this. And once the live chat is over, we go back and read.
Yes,
John, thank you. Glad all the car companies are taking notice. Yeah, well.
I know, right? Finally.
We deserve it, but you guys also deserve it. I'm a little disappointed. I'll be honest with you. I'm sitting here, and it's no better place I'd rather be. But there is a media event going on in Las Vegas with the C8 Corvette, and we weren't invited.
But we're trying, right? And
listen, you don't give up. You can't cry over spilled milk,
right?
And you just got to keep doing your thing.
But people are taking notice, and we're getting more and more invitations.
Oh, thank you, James.
Oh,
James.
Thank you so much.
Trailblazer we have is the inline 6 4.2 liter boy. Yeah, that's the real Trailblazer. That's
great torque.
I actually had a friend that had a Trailblazer SS. He doesn't have it anymore, but I want to track one down again to do a review of the old school Trailblazer.
Yeah, that would be fun.
It'd be cool to do a side by side where you can see the size difference.
Oh my god!
Remember that Trailblazer, that little.
The new Trailblazer is tiny.
Thank you. We can't wait, Bob, for the GT350R either.
Oh my gosh.
Ed's got a 2019 WRX.
Let me scroll up so that we can see some of the questions here. Let's see. No, that's not a question.
Keep going.
I'm scrolling.
We are scrolling. That's what we are doing right now.
Okay.
While Lori's scrolling, let me tell you as well. Listen, the reviews are going to remain unbiased, even though the OEMs are reaching out to us. Of course, they want the best review that we can give.
I have a really important question.
Hold on one second.
Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, please
this is important for people to know. They want us to give the most perfect review we can, talking perfect about their item. Or their vehicle. They understand that we are going to be honest. So just know that you are getting our sincere honesty when we're doing these things. What's up?
2 more.
Dougie Fresh. Dougie, thank you, man. Eric, any update on getting an Escape ST? A manual would be fun. I think, Eric, Escape ST is in the cards. I wouldn't bet any amount of money that a manual is coming. I think Ford maybe moving away from me. I don't know with those types of cars. I think in the Mustang you'll still have a manual, but I don't think in any of the ST SUVs, as much as that would be awesome that they're going to do it. I just don't think they have the guts to do it, to be honest with you. I think over in Europe they'll do it, not here.
No, I completely agree with you. And I don't know. It'll be interesting to find out. I'm sorry, I was half reading and I'm trying to find. Oh, what's your opinion on the 2020 Type R?
2020 Type R, I think, is a nice evolution of what they have right now. They got rid of the waffle maker fake grills, which is good. That Boost Blue is a pretty color. It's different than nitrous blue. It has no metal flake in it. It's more like cornflower blue. On the GTI. But it's got 2-piece rotors, different pads. The shifter is the shift knob is different. The steering wheel has the Alcantara. They revised some of the gear ratios in the gearbox. It's got Honda sensing. And just so you know, the 2020 Type R MSRP costs $695 more.
Okay.
So to get all that and only be $695 more is pretty good.
That is really good.
The only problem is you got dealerships tacking on another $30,000. It's sad. Mr. Domes,
1996.
I'll drive 6 hours to that meet in June. Will you give me the honor of driving my? Of course, sir. It would be my honor. I know it'll be your honor. It'd be my honor to drive your STI. I love STIs ever since I was watching World Rally Championship when I was in college.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yes, Benji, save the manuals for sure. Benji drives a manual car. Lori has her manual BRZ. Obviously, my Type RA and my GT350R are going to be manual. So, I mean, that's what we love.
Toyota Land Cruiser 300 ?
I don't think, right? It'll be interesting to see what they're doing with the Land Cruiser. I think things are going to change soon, and they're going to make some updates. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. I'm very curious to drive.
I'm laughing about somebody's comments.
It's okay. I know some of these comments are very funny, I'm sure. It's going to be interesting to drive that Highlander XSE that we reviewed at the LA Auto Show.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to drive that one.
Handling Highlander. That's very interesting.
I just have to point out Mario's comment. He just wrote, dude, I put little Debbie's in my center console because of you. LOL.
There you go. Hey, listen, when you start to get that craving for something sweet.
I mean, a little Debbie really comes in handy.
It does.
Tasty snacks.
Yeah.
Okay, we just got James. Thank you so much. I'll give you the honor to drive my Trailblazer. LOL.
Awesome. There you go. Hey, I love getting behind the wheel, and she'll attest to this. I love getting behind the wheel of all the cars. They're all fun in their own little way. Some are just way more fun than the others.
Okay, opinion on the Volkswagen Arteon. Yeah,
I think that the Arteon has great style. I think that the Arteon has great interior. What I don't understand is why does Volkswagen insist on giving it such a low horsepower amount? Why not put the Golf R motor in there with almost 300 horsepower instead of giving it less? It's a large mid-size sedan. But I like the car, the Sportback style. It looks like an Audi. And we have a subscriber by the name of Ken who actually sent his Arteon to APR for them to do their tuning and stuff to it. So I need to get with Ken. We need to get with Ken and review his.
Yeah, we do.
They tuned it and they built.
Because Volkswagen paid the bill.
Exactly. Well, no. APR did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. APR paid the bill.
So they came and picked up his car, did a bunch of work, put a larger intercooler, 6-piston Brembos, all this stuff on it, and then brought it back to him.
That's amazing.
R&D, research and development.
Yeah. So Juan is telling us that FedEx Ground loves us, and so does California. So that's really awesome.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
And Jay wanted to know, how do you feel about the 2021 Cadillac Escalade?
I haven't seen it in person. I think that it falls styling-wise. It falls in line with the XT6. The interior is crazy with that over 30-inch infotainment system screen. I'm sure it's going to be a hit. People love Escalades. Would I go and buy one? No, they're just not for me. But it's about time Cadillac has done something. They just need to make sure they keep the performance aspect in there, too.
Yes, they do.
Another
Mr.
Mr. Anti-Ant. Joe, when do you think you'll have a new gen Civic? Well, when do you think we'll have? So refresh 2020. I'm going to say 2022. Right now, Honda is in the middle of pretty much all their models. Accord, the Civic, the CR-V. So you're going to see, now that they're doing refreshes, you're going to see some redesigns coming very, very soon.
There's 2 Jay Patels in the room. I'm now
Two Jay Patels in the room?
Wow. Conception is happening.
Jay Patel squared.
He's cloned himself.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It just freaked me out. Okay, so we've got plenty more questions.
Wait, Brent wants to know what's the status of the GT350R.
Yes.
So build, Brent, is going to take place, we're hoping, in April. That's when the build's going to start.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Somebody else, I think it was Braxton.
Yes.
Thank you very much for the compliment, first of all. And he's looking for a small, or she's looking for a small XUV. Would you buy the Seltos EX or the CX-30 GT? That is a great question.
That's tough.
That's a great question. Right there.
I'll ask you this. If you need all-wheel drive, the Seltos has a really great all-wheel drive system. That's a tough question. That's because I like the CX-30. The thing that I'll tell you what I don't like about the CX-30. I don't like the amount of plastic cladding on the side of it. That black plastic, it's too thick that they stuck on the side.
I concur.
Whereas the Seltos doesn't have that.
I agree.
But I like the interior of the Mazda. That's where they get me.
The Mazda interior is nicer. It is nicer.
Yes.
They have nicer finishes. It's nicer.
But the Seltos has the largest in its segment, 10.25-inch infotainment system.
Well, and that sound system in the Seltos.
Sound system with the rainforest and all that.
Yeah. That's a tough choice.
So there, I just pretty much gave you no answer. Drive both of them. They're very, very close.
Yeah, drive both. And maybe see, it might come down to the deal you can get.
Yeah, look at the deal.
Really, really good cars.
Yeah, for sure.
Really good.
Eric is back. He has a 18 Focus ST that he dailies, and his 19 GT Performance Pack 1 is so much fun with that 6-speed and rev match. Yeah, the rev match is awesome. Ford really hit the nail on the head. And yes, definitely that MGW shifter.
Oh, wow.
I'm so glad that worked out for you, Eric. And I really think you have a Ford dream garage. I mean, that would be a dream garage for us.
Yeah.
To have those two in there for sure.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Are you going to be able to do the 2021 Car Limited?
Yes, we are going to come hell or high water. I am going to get to review that.
Well, and there was a question that we missed that I remember I told you was really important.
Sure.
And I interrupted you, and then somebody actually commented you should never interrupt your wife.
I'm sorry.
Yes. No, it was my fault. I interrupted
I'm not trying to be rude.
You were not being rude. I was the one that interrupted you.
Sorry, I'm being rude.
No. But here's the important question. Twinkie or Twizzler?
I like Twizzlers.
Yeah.
But I don't like new Twizzlers. I like the old school Twizzlers. I feel like they changed the recipe. It's like Kentucky Fried Chicken. They changed the recipe and they screwed it.
Yeah.
So if I'm getting Twizzlers, I like the old school Twizzlers.
Okay. Yeah. Good question. So if you guys wanted to know, now you know. Okay, so there was somebody, reviews on minivans. You've got, Frank's a dad. He's got 3 kids.
Sure.
What are your thoughts on being able to do more minivans?
Well, guess what? We have more coming. I just literally did yesterday a Toyota Sienna, my first Sienna.
Wow.
We did the Honda Odyssey. Make sure you check that out. I think we did 2 reviews of the Honda Odyssey. I also did a Chrysler Pacifica. Stay tuned because we will be bringing you the new redesigned 2021 Pacifica. And like I said, I did that Sienna, which the Sienna is set to be redesigned in 2021.
Okay. Ju Young wants to know Yaris Hatch or Fit?
I think the Fit, the interior is way more versatile. You could fit a lot more. You get that? No pun intended. You could fit a lot more in it. The new Yaris is a Mazda 2. So if you're okay with buying a rebadged Mazda 2 as a Yaris, go for it. I mean, it's a nice car. It's just the usable space in the Honda Fit is insanity. I could not believe how you could fit taller objects in that Honda Fit. But I really think with either one, you can't go wrong. But I would go Honda Fit, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. Okay, let me scroll. Well, do you own a stock in Hostess? Which technically I don't think you can because they don't exist anymore.
But no, I don't. They sell Hostess.
Oh,
yeah. They went out of business originally, but then I think they came back as Hostess, but owned by a different company.
Could be.
I think Hostess should pay us.
You're not wrong there. I think so too.
There you go. They should buy stock in Rady's Ride.
Hey, this is a good question from Gabriel. If they made the El Camino again, would you review it?
Of course. I'm going to listen. You guys know me. And what's really cool is when I go to these media events, when people find out I do all the trim levels, they're like blown away. They're like, you do base models? Listen, I don't care. If it's got 4 wheels and some type of engine or motor, then we're reviewing it on Rady's Rides. Maybe if it has 3 wheels, I'll review it as well.
You're so hilarious. So Mr. Antiant, thank you again.
Yes, thank you.
And he wants to know any new projects that we have planned for the channel.
So the major projects for the channel are to get you more involved.
Yep.
We're going to be creating that newsletter. Remember, the giveaway, this 200K celebration giveaway. Go to RadysRides.com, register your email. Lori gave you the instructions at the beginning of this live video, so rewatch that after we post it on YouTube. And then we're going to have the newsletter. We're also going to be visiting more places.
I'm just laughing.
Why?
I'm just laughing because
some of these things.
Check, fold, call, raise wants to know what you recommend for summer glove box snacks because his ring dings don't do well in 90-degree weather.
You're going to have to go Skittles. Twizzlers.
I mean, they could melt, but I think
they might get a little gummy.
Maybe a little, but that might be actually a pleasant experience. You'll have to try it out and let us know what you think of that. But gosh, guys, we have so many amazing new things planned.
Yes.
Well, we've been telling you about Patreon. When I'm able to, come on, a little bit more full time, we're going to be able to launch that. We've got the blog and the newsletter we're going to launch.
What I want to do is there's many of you who want more access to us. And what we want to do is we want to utilize the Patreon to where those that want more access can get it.
Well, and I also want to address this because Con wrote that it's me writing back on the comments, and I want to address that right away. I actually don't.
Lori responds under my
name.
There's a Lori Rady YouTube account. That's her. And then there's
Joe
Rady's Rides.
responds to every single
That's me.
comment.
It's nobody else. It's funny because sometimes people who aren't regular Rady's Rides subscribers, they think I'm a bot
we
or
don't
something.
we don't have a bot. We don't have like a person running around here.
My dog refuses to answer comments. So
it's him.
It's all up to me. But I want to be that person. It's always going to be me because I want to see what you guys have to say. If there's something I'm doing that you don't like, please tell me. I even respond to the negative comments.
So, Eric, first of all, I want to address Eric, and then we are going to be wrapping this up shortly.
Wrapping it up.
Yes, we are. So, Eric, thank you so much. Any plans to give the GT350R the same PPF ceramic coating treatment that you did for the Subaru Type
That is 100% guaranteed. I want that baby, or I should say my baby. Well, our baby.
Yes. Our
baby to look amazing, and Stunzy does such an amazing job. That Type RA.
Really do.
Remember when we you know how when we go for a ride in the Type RA and I back it out and then you come out of the garage and, and you're just like the blue and the gold just
every time you walk in the garage, which I sometimes walk in the garage. Joe told a sneaky story about how he finds reasons to go into the garage. I do too. The car is beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's
absolutely beautiful.
So yes, definitely Stunzy will be doing the
Benji,
the whole
Benji,
9 yards.
You're so crazy.
You're really awesome, man.
Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Yeah, podcasting. This is something that we're going to do.
Yes, podcast.
You know, it's just capacity, right? And
I'm spread so thin right now, guys.
He's responding to all the comments. And he does all of the editing on the videos.
We film at least 4 days a week.
Yes, he is the visionary behind the whole entire thing. I do some administrative stuff and production management and just yell at him when he's not on task. But that's all I get to do, right? You know, and I'm doing the videography. So we're hoping that we can do more of this stuff together. But he does it all. Hardest working man on YouTube.
Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. You're very sweet.
So let's see. I think it's time to wrap it up. We're about 36 minutes.
Yeah, we did an hour and 36-minute live Q&A.
And Joe's out of water.
I'm out of water,
That's the cue. The dog's got to go potty.
Yes, I did. About it.
So thank you guys so much for making this
a special night.
Amazing night. 200,000
subscribers.
So please we're going to do some more posts.
Are you going to recap this?
I'm just going to do a quick reminder.
My eyes are starting to
that cross. We are going to do some social media posts on more about the giveaway, and which that's going to happen on March 36th. So stay tuned if you're like, wait, what is she talking about? The giveaway. Yes, we have a big giveaway coming up. Details on social media. So make sure you follow us both. And then also the giveaway party or the subscriber party on April 4th. At Walker Ford, Ju Young. Thank you
for that. We really appreciate
that. Thank you so much. It's so
people
kind.
From around the world.
I mean, look at that.
I never thought in a million years I'd be sharing my car passion with people from around the world.
Thank you guys for making this
amazing.
Just a special, just
this night. This night has been very, very special.
So
you guys have been so generous, and I can't wait to see now what we could add to our list of things that we could do for the channel and with the channel
and with you
because of everybody's awesome generosity. So thank you all for that super chat, and thank you all that commented. And I'm sorry if we could not answer your comments because there's just so many and it goes by so fast.
But don't worry, we're going to do this again next month.
But we have the giveaway. Enter the giveaway.
Got the giveaway and another live Q&A next month. So thank you guys for tuning in, and
we love you guys.
We love you so much.
Yes.
And just like always.
Are we signing off?
We are signing off.
We're signing off, guys. Just like always. We'll see you on the next ride. Bye, guys.
Bye,
good night.
Everybody.
Good morning, wherever you're at. Bye.